Look at this article. This article verifies everything that I've been saying about Missouri's nursing home industry in the last few years. So get this. The state of Missouri received over 43,000 reports of elder abuse and neglect in 2025. That's 118 reports every single day. And it went up from 2024. But here's the number that really got me in this article. Apparently, for every one case that is reported, 23 are not. So those 43,000 reports, multiply that by 23, and you start to understand the scope, the real scope of what's happening to elderly people in this state. And I've been handling nursing home abuse and neglect cases for 25 years, and the scope of this even shocked me. The last ranking I saw showed Missouri nursing homes roughly 47th out of 50 for quality care. Man, that is scraping the bottom. So yeah, I knew it was bad, but these numbers, that's just startling. So I talk to families constantly who have watched something happen to their loved one and they didn't report it. And they didn't report it because they didn't want to, or they didn't want to cause a stir or anything like that. They didn't report it because they really didn't know that they could. They didn't know where to report it. And a lot of them were frankly fearful that if they reported something to the state, that their loved ones who are still in the nursing home would get retaliated against. So I want to talk to you about a couple things. First of all, I want to talk about reporting, because I think it matters more than people realize. I know there's 43,000 of them a year that get reported, but when you report suspected abuse or neglect, a few things are going to happen. First of all, the state's going to send an investigator to that nursing home facility. That investigation becomes a record. And then that record, that matters. Doesn't matter just for your loved one, but it matters for every other resident in the building. Facilities that get investigated and cited, they got to respond to that. And they have to fix things, at least on paper. And when you have a pattern of complaints against the same facility, that is exactly the kind of thing that we want, because that can trigger more serious scrutiny. Now, I know some of you are saying, if there's so many reports, what does one more matter? In my opinion, if you don't report it, then it doesn't exist, at least in the state's eyes. So you need to report it. So look, if you think mom or dad is being abused or neglected, trust that instinct. Call the Missouri Adult Abuse and Neglect Hotline at 800-392-0210. There's also an online reporting that you can do. And if you think what happened rises to the level of a legal case, you can call me at 314-878-9797. Now, I rarely ask you all to forward my videos. Now, don't get me wrong, I'd love for you to do that. But I don't want to be shilling that on every video. I am much more interested in just giving you quality information, helping you learn how to navigate the nursing home industry. But today I'm going to ask you to share this video with everyone you know who has a family member in a nursing home or who has had a family member in a nursing home, because I believe it is so important. I want you to get this information out there, because I would love to see Missouri family members double the amount of complaints that are made to the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services about nursing homes here in Missouri. Maybe, just maybe, if more and more people file complaints, we can get more funding to this state agency to help people in nursing homes have better lives. Because right now, their lives are tough.